Also, the bear behind me has been murdered because he was pissing me off. Now, with that out of the way, the main thing that's happening today is I broke my entire game. Like, it's completely broken, and we're going to figure out why. Fortunately for me, even though I broke everything, I made a GitHub backup on Friday morning, I think. So, you know, everything's okay, and it's just another reminder to make sure that you're making your backups, okay? So, like, make sure that you've got a GitHub, make sure you're pushing to it regularly. I might not be the best for this. I don't push that often, like maybe once a month. It's just, I got very lucky in the fact that I pushed literally before I made this mistake and broke everything in the game. Now, what did I break? Well, if I just click the right button, here we are here. We can see chat on screen. Hello, not Elga. I don't know how to like display chat. This is like the best I got. This is the best I got for you guys in this current situation. So check this out. There is no tile maps. They're gone. And if I click it, it's like non-responsive. It's actually a problem. Now, the reason for this, I was working on updating the tile maps, and it just so happened... Oh, you know what? I never shared to Discord that I went live after all that. I'm pretty curious about this myself to see, you know, if that's going to work. I'll chuck this in the... at everyone. Most balked stream ever. But we're here. Okay. Okay, so yeah. Everything is gone. And what happened was I was working on tile maps. I was trying to do the art up, and I've got some interesting news about that as well. But the whole thing sort of just, as I was cleaning it up, I removed the tile set that was the main tile set, and so everything's disappeared. And not only that, look at all these errors. Now, I was sort of testing this out as this morning and noticing that like whenever I click the tile set, like I can't do anything. The entire engine just locks up and it sort of just dies. And that is because it's trying to find tile set with Atlas of 2. So yeah, it's just not, it's not working. Most goated stream, thank you. Yeah, it's like my Windows PC broke. I don't know what happened. I think the driver for the graphics card is busted because the resolution was like 17. It was like 720p. It was, you know, like when your computer crashes and then when you restart the computer, it's like the loading, like the sign in page is like really wide because the resolution is wrong, and you just know like you are screwed. You're absolutely screwed. And then when I logged on, you can't change the resolution, and you're like, oh god, here we go. And yeah, for whatever reason, updating the drivers wasn't possible, and I just gave up after that. So we're on the Linux build today. Hopefully everything goes smoothly, but we'll see. So yeah, lost the tile map, and I kind of wanted to see if I can recover from this because, you know, 31,000 errors is a lot. I'm guessing I get an error for every single tile that it can't find a place for. I just want to know, like, okay, so I deleted the tile, but like, can I, so this is ID 2. If I edit that to be ID 2, warning, modifying a source ID will result in all tile maps using that source reference to an invalid source instead. This may result in unexpected data loss. Change this ID carefully. Okay, so I've already experienced this invalid source and like crazy errors. So I think like the option here is to just like YOLO change this to 2 because that's what it's looking for and just hope for the best. Okay. Tile set's loaded in. Now, am I still going to... Okay, and we're not getting any errors. Okay, so that's how we fix that error. That's awesome. So yeah, I've been working on the tile sets, and I'm trying to come up with something a little bit more interesting. I actually don't think this is the one I'm going to stick with. basically I think it's a little bit too yellow. I'm trying to go for, I was trying to nail down the artistic style, and I was thinking, you know, I want it to look like machinery kind of thing. I want it to look kind of like, you know, like those 80s sci-fi movies, or like even like the not retro, but like 90s style. Do you format your PC from time to time or reinstall the operating systems? No, literally never. Actually, the last time I did that, when did I do it? I did it when I replaced my PC last, because the Windows install like just died. I don't know what happened to it. It was still there, but I didn't realize it, and so I reset it. But like, other than that, no, I don't ever do that. But you know, that Windows one it might be time for it, because it's just not working. But okay, we've recovered from that, which is, yeah, I also might need to just look at an alternative streaming platform. Like, Windows is really good for streaming, I'll be honest. Everything just works, and all the supported software is available for it. So it's one of those things that's just a little bit easier to do on Windows than it is on Linux. Like I said, browser sources just aren't supported on my particular install of OBS for Arch Linux. And that's just how it is. So not to mention, like, having an AMD card does make that a little bit more difficult for some reason. Like, I wasn't even able, the reason I'm on like a different build of OBS is because I wanted to be able to get hardware encoding, and in order to achieve that, you know, it's just like, whatever. Can fix most problems. Yeah, it probably will be fixed. Like, I could fix it 100%. It's just like 5 minutes before I'm meant to go live. Can I fix it? And it's just like, probably. I kind of want to move off Windows anyway, because they're really shitty. But yeah, we'll see. I'll see what I can find. Maybe Pop OS or something like that will have a better OBS build. I'll check it out. I prefer Arch, but I'll test other things for it. Okay, so yes, I was talking about the tile map. So yeah, this one here, not the best. It's not bad, but it's very samey. And like I said, I'm going for that like retro like sci-fi aesthetic, 90s sci-fi anime kind of style. Even though it's pixel art, I would really like to hit that if I can. I'm not like the best artist in the world, but I do have a new tile map to test out and show you guys, which is going to be, I'll add it here, facility tile map. Oh. Facility tile map, prototype tile map. Ooh, where is it? It's going to be on tile maps, obviously. Facility door metal. Would you like the texture atlas to be modified? So this one here has a lot more like of that sort of, I guess I've been calling them greebles, but like I guess they could be anything. And so if I set this up and I'll change its ID to 2, it should replace all of this stuff, eh? And since it's like, be careful, but like, since we're in this point already, we might as well play around with it and see how we can push this to like easily replace all of this. I already did it over here. You can see this one here. It's got like all the buttons and stuff on below the floor. But I think, I mean, even still, like, because I was like having issues here. Like, maybe we just, it's still got issues. Maybe, I don't know. I deleted the tile map, which is kind of a problem. So I might need to restore. I might need to still like roll back to the other GitHub so I can get this map back. I don't necessarily want this map, but at the same time, it's there. It's everything. You know what I mean? Like, we got the doors all set out and everything like that. Like, we don't necessarily want to delete all this stuff. So yeah. Ooh, drop some water. But yeah, we can change this and save it basically. So let's see if we can set this up. Let's go to the terrain, the upper floor terrain tile set. Paint. Terrain set. Does this one have a terrain? It doesn't. It just happened to work. So I'm going to like demonstrate how I set these up. This is going to be how I'm going to work going forward, I think. I've come up with a pretty good workflow over the weekend on like setting this up and making it work. So basically we have two sets. Let me see if I can open this up in Sprite. So it's not set up to like not be on my main screen. So you guys are going to have to like see a lot more than I normally allow on stream. I mean, I suppose you guys don't care, but get rid of that. That is not the right one. Have I not been working on this in... It's under tile sets, under facility. Floor metallic ASA, here it is here. So how I'm doing this is essentially I've got two sets of the same thing, but with variation. So this one has like sort of grooves in the ground and this one doesn't. And we can set up Godot to draw them differently. And then same with these like greebles here. They are going to fill in the blank space, as you can sort of see in this other level. It's a bit intense. I'll have to probably play around with either having more or, you know, changing them up. But basically, we're going to set it up so these ones draw randomly, which I figured out how to do. So we don't have to like, I was mentioning that I wanted to make a script for that, but I don't need to do that. It's already an inbuilt feature. So I've got all these different variations for all of this stuff that will just show up. And so we've got this massive tile set with basically just different variations of the same thing going over and over and over again. And we can sort of get a lot of visual variation from that, which makes it a lot more interesting to look at. Like, I think this looks really cool with all the, like the red and like the little gaps and the vents and stuff, just in between. I don't know. I'm not 100% on the grooves that are in the ground. Like I don't know if we necessarily want them to be random, if that makes sense, because they're not like evenly spaced or anything like that, but you would expect them to be. But either way, yeah, let's set up the terrain for this. So basically how this works is it's really easy. We just have to paint the terrain for everything on the map. So we just fill that in. And it's easy for me because I guess at this point I have it memorized. I think it's a little bit more difficult for other people. Like if you're not familiar with your tile map layout, this might be a bit difficult. Which is why getting familiar or laying your tiles out in a particular order makes it a lot easier to do. And I'm not even making this easy to follow. So apologies for that. Basically, the way I do my tiles is like anywhere there's gray or black, you know that it's a joining space, because I generally have like white space, even though it's, for me, it's like a dark gray, where there isn't going to be a connecting tile. But that's going to be different depending on what you actually draw. This is kind of like, you know, that scene in The Matrix where the guy's like, I just can see the code. And it's like, I can just see the layout. Broke. 3D, cool. This is 2D. Look at that. These are all full screen. They're full connections. They go in the white space. Fill that in, fill this in. Nice and simple. Ooh, what's this? Yeah, that's that. The groove ones are a little bit harder to read. Fill all of this in. Yada, yada, yada. Music by Game Chops, by the way. Do I have a project roadmap? Not really. I'm not that kind of developer. I have an idea about where I want to be, so I'm trying to work my way towards a playable demo, and that I know that that for me involves getting the art up to a point which is appealing, because you need to get people to play your game, and it also means probably polishing some of the events. So like making sure that there's a playable tutorial, making sure that there's the menus all work properly and they look good. Stuff like that I still have to do. And so that's what's sort of on my mental roadmap, if you will. But I don't have anything written down. I did start making like a, what do you call it? Like one of those boards. I use ClickUp because it's free and I was sponsored one time by them. But like one of those kind of things to keep track of what I need to do. But like I almost never look at it. Like, I don't know. I guess everyone's different. I just sort of work and I kind of have an idea about, like I have a goal in mind, so I can see the steps towards reaching that goal. But I need to write it down. And then like the stream schedule keeps me motivated to keep working on it. I mean, I've been working on this all weekend, like doing all the art and stuff. Like I don't really need to write it down. But maybe that'll change as I gain more experience in bigger projects, because I've never really done a project like this before. And I did a couple of weeks ago, like I did feel that. I was like, I don't know about this. I don't know where I'm going to go next. Like, what's the next thing I have to do? And that's when I started like writing stuff down. But then once I wrote it down, I was like, okay, bet. I was like, I know what to do now. Okay, now we've done everything. So that's fully colored in. We've got our nice white and pink. It's like seafood or something. So let's sort of YOLO this. This might break, right? So it says do this at your own will. So let's change it back to 5 like it was, and that all dies. And now things are going to start breaking. Like it's literally crashing. But we know how to fix that. If it's going to play. Like I said, I got a backup, so might as well just YOLO it, see how much we can push this. This is going to be easy. If I learn how to do this, I can easily just like make swaps to tile sets if I decide that I need to change them in the future. And I know that this works. As long as I'm following like the same kind of tile set layout, I think it should be fine. Although this is being particularly problematic right now. So maybe this isn't the way to go, but it's definitely going to make things easier. Okay. Change this to 2, press OK. Okay, now things are behaving. Now, you might think, okay, well, we've got to draw in the greebles and stuff. But there's a way. There's a way to do this in a lot, to make it a lot easier for ourselves. Also, like maybe I messed up here. This don't look right. So we got to look at that. What is that? That is a T-piece. One of these ones. Is anything out here that looks out of place? Maybe the color's not the best. I don't see it. What should it be? Or maybe this is just a problem with the tile map in general. I haven't noticed yet. Go back to facility 1. I have it set up there. Oh yes, this is just a problem with the tile set in general. Okay, interesting. So maybe I've just made a mistake drawing that. It doesn't extend all the way. Or maybe I've made a mistake with my layout here as well. I don't know, actually. Don't really know. So this piece here is turning inwards, but it's a T-piece, so it shouldn't look like that. The T-piece is here. It should look like this, but actually that's not true. This is the piece. Hang on, can we get that? I'm lying. Tile set. Select paint. Why can't I paint? I'm in the wrong one. Terrains? No, wait, that is the right spot. I always get confused, but why can't I paint? What's wrong with it? That's weird. Okay. Well, let's try to fix it on this one. Create a system to let the computer generate the map? Heh. Well, I mean, yeah, you could do that. That would be like what do you call it? Procedural generation. I'm not against it for like ideas, but I do prefer like generated maps. Now we are going to procedurally generate the placement of these greebles, but right now I'm going to try and work out this. Now I'm just trying to think like what this would be. So this is like this is a T piece, right? So it's got connections everywhere except for here and here. So how you read this, in case you didn't know, the pink is where you don't have a connection. So if the pink is where you do have a connection, I should say. So here would be like there's nothing above, so you draw this. And so this one here would be like one of these ones, really. Nothing here and both there. So it is this one here that it's drawing. I just don't know if that's correct. Like maybe the layout is wrong because it wouldn't look like that, or maybe my artwork is bad. It's not a big deal. It's kind of small, but like it's still, I mean, I picked it, I clocked it in a second, right? It could also mean we just need to draw differently for it, because obviously this turns into like a 1. So like it's not compatible with the thickness because we don't have enough pixels, to be honest. We could also draw something in there. We could fill in that gap. Like we know that when this is connected, it's going to be missing something. And this is also like a corner piece as well. So it's not exactly that one. Is it? So it's nothing either that side or that side. All right, so that's not, that one is maybe the issue. Hang on a second. Let's go back to tile selecting. Yeah, but that's not really the problem tile. This is the problem tile. Because that one, you can see, I'll turn the grid back on so you can actually see. Oh well, something to think about. Either way, so if we want this to fill in randomly, then what we can do is we can come to probability, and you can go over to paint. I think we also have to paint the physics. There's no physics, so we're going to fall through this floor, and you've also got probability. And what you can do essentially is you might change this to 2 so that you have more of them, and then these are 1. And so you want more of the centers, but you do still want these to show up every so often. And so you can go to your tile map now. If you go to terrains and you start filling this stuff in, you can see it'll start like randomly generating them and placing them. So you can come in here and you can just do this, right? And it'll start just randomly placing stuff. Same with the grooves. And you just click the tile to make it generate new stuff. So I guess like I'm going to have to draw over all of this stuff anyway. So like at some point I might as well just like replace the entire thing. I don't know. It's not a big deal if I have to redraw it because I'm going to need to do that to generate these rolls. I don't think this is a way that you can just like programmatically set this to re-roll everything. I could be wrong on that, but like for me right now, my maps aren't that big that it's a problem. That's all you have to do. Like you just have to set the probability of 1 tile, and then it'll just activate that you want to do that. And it's really simple. It's actually so good. And then don't forget we have to set up the collisions. I suppose they're like pretty good, the squares. Sweet. And then we've got our like pretty cool stuff. And then we just have to go to tiles, tile set, and then we'll paint the collision, the physics layer. I don't normally pay too much attention because right now all my tile sets are for the floor. So like you're going to collide with everything. There's nothing here that you would not collide with, if that makes sense. I mean, you could technically say like the internal sections of this don't need a collision, but like, who cares? You know what I mean? So now in theory, you should be able to play on this map without the game like completely cracking the shits. Looks pretty good. Are these guys chasing? Got music. The answer is yes, they are chasing. Sweet. And so, yeah, I feel like this is just a better aesthetic overall. And we can do this, now that I know how to do this, we can change the way that we're approaching our backgrounds as well, because I was struggling with that last week. Yeah, I'm really happy with this tile map. We might have to update some of the art assets around so that they're just like a little bit more fitting. I don't even know if the character really fits in, but like, I think it looks good. Now the question is, now that I've updated it here, they all share this same set. Like tile sets are a resource, so they're all shared across multiple resource. Like all the maps will have the same tile set. So technically, the next room should also have this, and it does. We just have to go through and redraw all of them so that we get the randomness. But other than that, like it's all working, which is good. So that's crisis averted. Obviously, this one here is not completed. I might just have to redo the project. Not redo the project, but like reload the project. Because I don't think I can get this one back. Maybe if I take the facility, like the actual... I take the data from the GitHub project and replace it with this one, maybe it will just take it, I'll get the data back. I don't think I made any other changes between Thursday and Friday, aside from the artworks. We'll see. Why don't we try? Okay, so yeah, we just have to go through facility, each one of these. This is facility true? Facility 1A is not. Right, and we just have to redraw all of this. And then we have to update the background tiles as well. We've got a lot of work to do when it comes to the art. For real. Like, it's actually, like, kind of crazy. I don't like this room. I think I'm going to change it. But yeah, that worked. Number 4. We'll just repeat that process. Just by going around the outside. I probably need to like create like just a basic black background that just goes. And so if there's like, just get rid of the gray, the basic default project gray. That's kind of like what I'm trying to get out of here. I kind of like that. Damn. Damn, I'm so happy with this. I need to make doors. There's no doors. It's just like a casual opening. So I need to do like a door tile so that I can paste that in. And maybe even animate it. I don't know how to do animated tiles. Well, like, I can create a separate object, I guess. We shall see. Anyway. Oh, are we going to keep this? Excuse me. I guess we will. I need to draw more. I need more variation. You know what I mean? Like, there's too many in a row. Maybe different, like, colors as well, because there's a lot of red. Can you show off some of my code? What code would you like to see? I've got a lot of code. There's a lot of code in this game. What have I got that's, like, super fancy? I'm not like a super good coder. I know how to use the Godot engine really well. That's what I would say. I think I'm pretty good, but I'm not formally trained. Hit me with your best? Dude, I don't know. Let me think for a second. What was the last thing I worked on? Save states? That's kind of boring. Fast travel was the last thing I did. Dude, that sucked, actually. It's so... Fast travel is crazy, actually. Let's look at our fast travel. We ran into all sorts of troubles because I got confused. NA game saved me. But, like, I was trying to figure out, like, why we weren't transporting to the right place. Actually, it wasn't the player. The player was transporting to the right location. The camera wasn't. And we couldn't for the life of us figure out why the camera wasn't transporting to the right location. Turns out we were looking at the wrong variable, which is kind of funny. I think that's the lot of them. So yeah, it's just facility entry 1. Anyway, let's look at some fast travel code. So fast travel was a little bit tricky because if you want to travel to a different scene and a different location, you kind of need to know where that is. And basically, what I ended up doing, I think I have a fast travel station up here. So every station is a place where you can save. So we've got these things called save stations. If I can find them in my save station, right? And they make a lot of noise. But where's the area code for, like, where is the, wait, I feel like this is, oh, because it's filtered. I was like, where's all the nodes? We don't need to see the camera anchor. So basically, whenever in this game, we sort of got a way, when you die, you get respawned, and the scientific facility basically remembers your atomic structure, and it will recreate you via the use of like a primordial soup or like some kind of liquid, and it will be you're sort of like, it'll come up through these pipes. We can play one of the animations, right? So you just come back like that, and you can also use this same system of pipes to fast travel. So when you fast travel, you jump into this thing, it'll turn you into liquid and it'll send you to the next spot. Now, that is actually kind of hard to do. So like, what you need to know is you need to basically just keep a list of all the different fast travel locations at the level they're on. So basically what I did is I set up an ID. I have this thing called ID gen. The ID generator, UID generator. I don't know how necessary this is, but the Godot has a system called a resource UID, which is like a way of creating a unique identification number for a resource. And so I'm leveraging that to create a unique number for each of these. So basically, essentially all I'm doing is creating a resource, giving it a UID, and then like attaching that to the scene. essentially. Even though the scene technically has one as well, I'm creating a unique one that I can get access to very easily and generate in the engine, because they like, I don't know, it's just easier to get to that way. There's probably better ways to do it, but like, I know this works, so I've done it. And so yeah, we have a generated UID, and when we actually access the save machine, it actually fires off a little check and says, hey, have you seen me before? And so what it'll do, dude, there's so much stuff, so much code on this now. Also, I can't even read this. Why is it so small? What do we do? Get fast travel data? So we generate like a dictionary with the ID, the scene path, and the global position. This is on ready. We basically just, when the level loads, we generate this and we return the data. It's going to be the same every time, but why would I want to make it myself? So I grab that data, and then when you actually access the save menu, which is like you basically save the game, it's going to check on save station visited, and it's going to emit that to the game manager. And the game manager is going to look at that and see if you've got it. If it does, it adds it to the list, basically. So if you go and look at the game state, right? Oh, it's long. On save station visited, and we log the save station location. This is pretty simple. We just check the ID. We have a dictionary here of all the IDs and the data that's attached to them. So we've got save station data, and we'll, if we do have it, obviously we just bail out. And then if we don't, we'll do fast travel list save station ID is equal to save station data. So now we have that data. And when we access the save station, we can grab that data and we can display it on a map. Wait, what the heck? Save station. And the UI sucks, by the way. Just so you know, the UI does not look good, and we'll fix it eventually. But so when you save the game, we just show the save menu. The game will automatically save the minute you access the save station. You don't have to say save game, but we're going to show the save menu, which is essentially just like, it gives you the option to change your layout, change your loadout, I should say, and change your location. So one thing I do need to do is add an ability to get them all. So at the moment, as it stands, there's no like list. At some point, as the game gets bigger, I should put this on a to-do list, by the way. This is a really good idea. To do, create a tool script, which in Godot is a script that can run in the engine, that grabs all the save station data and saves it into a JSON file, probably, so that I can create a dev tool that gives me all the locations when I run the game, so I don't have to like go and, if I want to test something with fast travel or whatever, because I can't even do that right now because I'm like stuffed up with the main level. And I don't think there's a way for me to get multiple. I suppose if we run facility 01, I don't know what'll happen here, because we got one over here. And the fast travel, yeah, I think it just sends us back here, right? Because we haven't accessed anything else. Oh, it's just gonna crash. That's interesting. Call method on a null value. New level, next level scene. Okay, so yeah, it's a bit broken right now because of what I've done with this level. I think what I'll do, or it also could just be because I was accessing nothing. I don't have enough UI to get me feedback on that. Let's just see if we can fix this level, this main level, facility entry 01. And then we can see if we can test out that, because this is pretty broken. Let's go. So if I open this in the file manager, we've got some debugger. What's in it? Instantiate new level, resource file not found. Yeah, so it basically passed in nothing, which is not good. All right, let's create some trouble for ourselves. Like I said, I've got a backup, so we might as well just YOLO stuff that we think will work, help us fix this problem quicker. So if I go to, actually, I might as well show this on screen. If I go and I go into scenes and then I go into level, world, levels, facility, we've got them all here. Facility 01 is the one that's causing issues. So if I go and then I open up another window here, and if I navigate to the local, because this is on a cloud, a local cloud that's only accessible on my network. It's how I can access it on both computers, but GitHub doesn't work. So I have to transport it to a local location in order to like actually push to GitHub. So I'm going to open up the local location. I could probably set up like a local Git to move between them, but I haven't done that yet. Hello, Epsilon the Dragon. Welcome. So let's go look for scenes. Well, let's hope it's not too much of a difference, and then we'll just go with that. Otherwise, I might just have to restore from the Git. Levels, facility 01. 19th of August, 2026. How have things broken? I decided to delete my tile map, but when you delete a tile map, it doesn't. So it's kind of hard to explain actually. So what can happen is if you have a tile map and then you remove the actual tile set data for that ID. So they all work off an ID, which I've learned since I made this error. And so ID 2. And then when you draw that tile map, there must be something on the inside of the engine that keeps track of that. So if you draw this tile, right? If it's going to let me, if I go to terrains and I draw like a tile, right? It knows ID2 tile map is going here and all of its data. So if I delete that, it cracks the shits. It is not happy about that. And it will just slow it. Basically, every time you click the tile map, it's going to crash. Godot. It'll just grind everything to a halt. And then you'll get like 20,000 errors, depending on how big the map is, saying like, oh, we can't find the Atlas number 2. And so what's Atlas number 2? It is this, Atlas ID 2. And so the way I fixed it was just change the ID of this one to 2. And so now that I know that, I can probably bring back, don't save, I guess. I can probably, okay, so we're going to try an operation here. Makes sense. You're referencing a deleted list, deleted asset. Yes, exactly. Facility entry 01 with facility entry 01. Let's see what happens. We're going to paste over it and we're going to overwrite. We might break everything or we might completely fix our problem. Let's see. Should we reload the project just to be safe? There's no version control. There is version control, which is where I'm getting this old level from. I did a git push on Friday, so I'm pretty good. I don't have to recover too much. Although I did say at the start, I'm not the best at doing that regularly. So I just got lucky that this time I had one not that old. Okay, for some reason I can't find my levels. They're under levels. Okay, let's see. Okay, wait, hey, look at that. It's fixed. I just pasted it in from the Git. And it's all back. It's using the right tile map too. We just have to redraw everything. So the other thing that I was pointing out is that something that I've been working on is the procedural generation of these like internal tiles so that we have a bit of randomness. And that's why I ended up in this trouble to begin with, because I was playing around with the tile sets, trying to draw this new one, and it's just so happened that the one, I deleted the original one while I was doing this. And yeah, pretty bad. But now I can paint this terrain now, and I should, there's nothing that I could have done to make this draw itself in. Even if I had saved the tile map correctly, this was going to be something that I had to do no matter what. So we might as well just do it now. And that means drawing over all of this. This is technically incorrect because there's a secret that I'm just drawing over, so I should be careful here. I need to address that as well with this updated tile map. Because now it becomes really obvious. Now that I have greebles and stuff like that, this tile map for the broken wall is really obvious. How these work in my game is essentially like the secret is a separate tile map that I've just put on myself. So if I click the right one, broken floor, broken wall, this one here, and I can draw in, right? And then you just sort of fix up where it's supposed to look right. Let's just try that again. Draw it. Oh, that's not right. Okay, so this looks mostly okay, but then you just grab the tiles that you want. So for example here, we actually want like this. And then for here, it's a corner tile, so like just grab that. Nope, that's not right. Yeah, start with the terrain tiles, then manually fix up the secret zone. That's how I've done it in the past, yeah. I should do that. Anyway, now I'm here, I'll just make that a little bit. Excellent. Anyway, moving on. Terrains, upper floor, big squares. So now I've got the greebles automatically drawing themselves in, which is great. I have to do the backgrounds now too. Something else that I've also discovered in my journey of like trying to figure out how to make tile maps is that the background needs to be drawn in orthographic. I drew a couple of things in isometric. I spent way too long, actually. Way too long drawing. I'll show you guys over here. I think you can see it. I drew these ducks. I was like, I want ducting. I spent all this time drawing like 3D. It's like isometric style ducting. Only to realize that I should be drawing an orthographic. So I'm going to have to redo that. But that's okay. Learning. It happens. I need to be careful here. You could probably fake the 3D duct with parallax moving ever so slightly faster in the background. Maybe. I also have to work on that too because I've been studying the classics. Like I've been studying, I think I mentioned the other day that I'm sort of targeting like the GBA style Metroidvanias and platformers. So like Metroid Fusion and Mega Man Zero. And if I look at them, they're primarily drawn in orthographic, which is where I've worked that out. And they also don't have a lot of parallax in certain scenes. So they basically, how they work is they've got like a foreground scene, obviously, which is what I'm working on now. And then they have the first background, which is not. So like for interiors in Metroid and Mega Man, those first interior backgrounds are not parallaxed. And then the background after that, whether it's like through a window or like sometimes I think in Mega Man, it's like you can see the city beyond whatever. Or there's like a further background in Metroid, like when you go to like the nature parts of the level. A lot of that is parallax, but damn, there's a lot of like blank space here that I've got to fill in. I actually have to like turn this into this bit here is kind of just like a monster. This is a boss room. You don't ever pass through here. I should make it like, I don't think you can even see in it. So I don't know why I filled it in, but I just did. And this is like a work in progress. So maybe I'm going to leave that blank because like I actually need to completely redesign it. In fact, this whole area I want to redo. The only thing I really want to keep here is probably some of these corridors. I don't know about this area here. This is all like a work in progress. This level kind of needs to be overhauled anyway. So I'm just going to draw the things I want to keep and just ignore the stuff I don't. That's too high. Yeah, I have a lot of upward pushing. I gotta go a lot of uphill walking. I don't know. Am I using the right words there? I got a lot of work to do when it comes to level design. I don't know how far above this you can see. Not that it matters. I guess I could just fill it in. We're back. I don't know about the grey of the monsters. Did I do... Like, the grey is like... It's more of a blue and the... Nah, maybe they do blend too much in with the background, but we can change that. You can't ever hit me. Yeah, we'll look into it. Also, I need to consider removing the... I love the way the enemies shatter. Thank you. I spent a lot of time working on that. That one I need to like finish. It's just square blocks at the moment. They turn into like little circuit boards and stuff. I think it's like a lot of physics objects. Like there's a couple of layers. Some of them only have one layer. Like that guy is just one layer deep. That one is still a placeholder as it's still red. Okay, so let's look. That sort of just opens up and it's fine after that. How did I nail that first time? This is too high for sure, but like... See, the cool thing about having the greebles on the ground is like when you walk down a hallway like this, you can now tell that you're actually... So one of the issues I had when I had like the placeholder background, placeholder floor, is that it was all the same color and you couldn't really tell you were moving. But now with all these like vents and stuff on the ground, you can tell. But yeah. Is the navigation layer set up for this? I don't like this layout. Yeah, we're gonna change the levels, I reckon. Redraw some of the stuff. So originally I was going for like when I drew these are meant to be like the things you can destroy around the level because you're meant to be in a scientific facility that where the research has gone wrong, right? But like I drew these like cabinet trees and lockers as like things you could destroy as you were going around the level to get like money and stuff. You can't even hit these ones. They're too low. But they sort of don't really fit the aesthetic anymore. And also they are drawn in slightly isometric style. So like, yeah, we're going to have to redo those. Fortunately, I didn't spend much time on them. There's a random watermelon there that needs to be deleted. Oh, what of the boss level? I haven't touched that yet. I also need to change, like, now that I've done this, the elevator isn't the same color. It should be the same as the floor. Right now it's the same as the enemies, which is like a different shade of gray. The title scared me. We fixed it, don't worry. It was actually reasonably trivial, to be honest. Like, I thought it was going to take longer to figure out. Very Hollow Knight-esque elevator, yeah. I stole a lot of inspiration. They still get caught on the edges, so that's something else to fix there. I stole a lot of inspiration from the elevator. I don't know if I took damage, but I'm going to regenerate for this. I don't know. I'm just playing through to see what I've missed. I've missed the floor here, so I have to fix that up. Damn, this looks so much better with the cool floor. Okay, the effects aren't working. Oh, there's no navigation, so they aren't going to chase me. You can also shoot them when they die. Let's see if I can get one. I can't. No. They don't have a way to get at me, so they're just floating there. I have to fix that as well. Okay, last one. Die. Okay, we can move out of this room. We pick up the dash ability, which is just sitting there. We'll come up with a way to like make that more exciting. And we go through this room. This still got the old tile map. Okay, so the boss didn't automatically pick up the new tile map, which makes me think that it doesn't have the same tile data as the other parts of the game, which is pretty interesting. So let's look at that now. I don't know how to. Okay. What I want to change as well is have like floating platforms be something completely different. Rather than be like just another part of the level. Be like, try to explain it. Like, obviously we're in a 2D space, so it's kind of hard to like, I don't know, like it's hard to explain a floating object, especially like, okay, so maybe in like a fantasy game, it's a little bit easier. I have been experimenting with the idea of drawing like chain link below them. So there's like, oh, it's held up by like some kind of metallic structure, and that sits in front of the player. So when you walk underneath this, the player goes behind that. But yeah, this also no longer fits the aesthetic. I'll change this. I'll update it. Hang on, I'm just gonna stick my phone on charge. I just realized I didn't put it on charge before I started. Need to attack the, yeah. Okay. All right. Yeah, let's look at the boss level, which is security drone, which is the first boss. Like Gaben said, you don't play games for realism. Yeah, I know, but like, I think there's some world building that we can do around this kind of stuff. Like, just make it a little bit more interesting. Like maybe if we do have like a dedicated background, we can make it like, oh, it's something that's coming out of the background, just to like help make it feel a little bit more connected, not necessarily to reality, but more to the level in terms of immersion. We'll see. I might not end up doing that because it might be too much work, but I have been thinking about it. Yes, boss. Boss does not have the same. Early off work? I'll be watching? Hell yeah, dude. What time is it? Oh yeah, it's early. Okay, tile map layer 2. So this one just didn't come through. Should we save that tile map as a separate scene? I'm gonna change this. Save branches scene. And in the tile maps, in the assets under tile maps, save tile map scenes, and we'll just call this like facility. This is basically the name of like the overall area. So you walk in, I'm calling it the facility. New asset looking fresh. Thank you, dude. We've got it set up. I'm going for like, you know, like in the original, like the Star Wars episode 4 or whatever it is. Like the 1970s one. I forget the name of it. How could I forget? A New Hope. You know, like the Death Star has like all those bits and pieces. You love Star Wars? Me too, dude. I wasn't a huge fan of the sequel series that they put out. Some of them were okay, but like the ending really sucked. I'll see if I can find some images of the Death Star. I just like the way that it looks on the inside, you know? No, I can't find shit on Google Images. Anyway, like that kind of 1980s sci-fi aesthetic. The last movie was too much of a fairy tale. Yeah, and the fact that they brought back the guy from the I forget his name. I'm so bad with this stuff. The Sith Lord that's been in the entire series, the bad guy for the entire time. And it was like, it was me all along. And it's like, come on, bro. Like, what are we doing? Not Luke. Darth Sidious? Palpatine, thank you. Yeah, that it is. Is it Darth Sidious? Is that his name, technically? Palpatine, yeah, it is Darth Sidious. Yeah, he's just like... it's like actually it was him the entire time, and it's like, come on, dude. Yeah, I guess this is like a Lego set, but this is kind of like the way that they did stuff back then is like it's got so much character to it. I don't know. Like all these bits and pieces, and it's cool. That and Aliens, the opening scene from Aliens is just so cool. Oh, whoops, he's not dead. Apparently he cloned himself with powers. Yeah, it's like, it's the worst ending to Star Wars that they could have possibly made. It's just so bad. They had so much opportunity to create like a new and interesting story, and the Star Wars lore is like so deep, and they went with the most basic ass shit ever. It's so annoying. I guess we can just watch the full opening scene from Aliens. Is there just like nudity in this? I don't know. Like Aliens is kind of crazy like that. 1979 and shit just looked better, man. Oh, wait, this is the opening to the first movie. I wanted the second one, but okay. We'll roll with it. First movie's a little bit rough in terms of like appearances, but just look at this shit, man. Like how they have like all this detail on the walls and stuff like that. That's sort of what I'm going for. Like these buttons and whatnot. Whether or not I actually achieved to get that, I don't know. But like, oh great, it's just blackness. But yeah. Very cool. One of my friend groups is having a talking stick presentation night in October. Someone's doing their presentation on Star Wars lore, and he's got a hefty rant about the sequel trilogy planned. Yeah, I mean, if you like Star Wars, I feel like a lot of people, I mean, it's been such a long-running movie series, right? Like for me, the first Star Wars movie I watched was Episode 1, right? 1999. I didn't even know what Star Wars was. I was 9 years old. For some reason, my parents never showed it to me. I don't know. I guess maybe they didn't like sci-fi that much. But I watched Episode 1, and then I went and I watched the rest of like the older ones after that. And it's like, and then you play the games when you're a kid, like the Old Republic games and all that kind of stuff, and the ones that on PC, I forget the names. Where you played as it was like after the original movie saga. But yeah, all that stuff there's just so many good stories, and it's like, yeah, what the hell. My first exposure to Star Wars was, to this day, my primary exposure to about half of the episodes was Lego Star Wars. That's crazy. I've never played any of the Lego Star Wars games. They're still making movies and series on the timeline. Yeah, I stopped watching. I stopped watching after Kenobi. Is that what it's called? They're fantastic. Yeah, I heard they're really good. I hear Andor was really good. I haven't yet to watch it. I cancelled my Disney Plus. Mandalorian is their best series. I tried watching it. I just couldn't get into it. I don't know. Okay, we saved that as a scene, didn't we? So now if we go to security drone and we add that as a scene. Also, come back to this and, okay, we're going to regenerate that. The enemies should chase us properly now. Andor was also really good, yeah. I think I'd probably like that more as like a political drama, I guess you would call it. Over like Mandalorian, which is like, what is it, like buddy cop? I don't know. Like I tried watching the first couple of episodes. It didn't really click. Didn't like Ahsoka. I didn't watch it, yeah. I'm not like against it, because I know a lot of people were really mad about some of the stuff that's in it, but I didn't watch the Clone Wars cartoon, so I don't know about that stuff, so. Which I hear is also really good, the Clone Wars cartoon. Save tile map scenes. Facility tile map? Facility. I think that's the one I want. and not this one. Although technically they're the same thing. So I'm just going to delete this one so that I don't get confused. And then I've seen very little of the cartoon. I've played the tie-in DS game, but it seemed pretty good. Hell yeah. Hi chat, are we at the I'm an imposter stage or I'm a god stage of my crash out because I was able to fix my time maps. Yeah, no, we didn't crash out. Actually, it was not that hard to fix. Turns out. So maybe I am a god. Yeah, okay, so what do I want to do with this? I want to keep this data. Do I have to like make this unique? If I go editable children, I've never actually beat the DS game. Never too late. Small baby child could never beat Grievous. Oh yeah, that's Grievous is kind of scary. I want to get a DS, but not yet. First, I have like some projects that I want to complete. I want to try and go get like the original Game Boy and make a game, and then the DS has a fantastic library. It's so good. It's not really playable. Like a lot of I mean, you can get like a lot of the retro handhelds like AY and Thor and RGDS, but like I'd rather just play it on original hardware. Because like the screen is just, you can't beat the original screen. It's just too good. I recently finished the game Sandustry. I've not heard of that. What is that? Oh, cool. It's like that other one that we looked at, Atomcraft. I'm really not, this is not like the kind of game that I play, but look at that. Overwhelmingly positive. So good work, people. I'm not much of a builder. I don't like doing it in real life. I don't like playing it in video games either. Nice. Here, I'll paste the link in chat. Tell my player 2. Did we just like make local? Because I'm worried about deleting this and then having it be deleted in the facility 1. And then having to redraw it. Very easy to play? Okay. Okay. I just want it to have the same data. Great looking game. No, you're replying to NA, but I don't think this is Hooded Horse. Oh no, developer is Lanto Games. I think you meant NA. He finished playing the game. He didn't make it. Unless this is your game that you made. You never told me you were making a game. NA Games. I would have been very cross. I could have promoted it for you. I wouldn't be mad. I understand the way I typed it. Okay. Why can't I see? Oh, I deleted it. Am I that dumb? Why would I delete the other one first? Can I undo that? Apparently not. Okay. So I need to replace these red things. Save that. Oh yeah, and then it breaks because the map actually needs to know about the tile map. Like it uses it to set the camera bounds, so that like the camera will never go past like a certain point. Okay. And then we fight boss. Oh, I don't have any power-ups. Oh. Wait, it has no health. How did I do that? What the hell? That's not how this is supposed to go. Let's try that again. Why was it like that? Did he just like, did I accidentally give him no health, or do I have like the power-up? I don't think I pressed the... Oh yeah, I did press the it's over 9,000 button. Was that a debug menu? It certainly was. If I press Control tilde, I have money. I have the ability to give myself abilities. It's not set up for the resolution. There we go. Now I can see the done button. And then I can reset discoveries, health, and encounters. And so that allows me to, like, if I need to test a boss out, I can make him come back now, because otherwise he'll just be gone forever. But I accidentally pressed the button to give myself infinite. I gave myself 9,000 health, and it kind of breaks the encounter because at a halfway point he's supposed to heal, and now he's just breaking. He's actually not. He's got no health, but he doesn't realize it because I overkilled him so much. Anyway, I just have to shoot him one more time. Pretty funny bug. Not that it matters, because that's not going to be possible in the regular game. You're not going to be able to have over 9,000 health. 9,000 damage. That's the wrong button. Okay, let me just retest this with the correct ability. Just dash. Rage from hell. So now I have to think about, like, what would look good as a door to come down in a fight like this. Like, what comes down instead of just red? And also, I guess I have to redo the drone. So I gotta fix this. I gotta work on this boss, eh? I've got 3 ready to go for the demo, but this one I probably spent the most time in terms of look. The rest of, like, literally one of the bosses is a circle. You must be dead soon. Okay. Okay. Yeah, there's work needs to be done here. Hello, Chaff. Looking good and interesting. Thank you. Thank you. This doesn't go anywhere because I deleted the time map. Oh my god. I'm breaking everything. I'm breaking everything today. Facility 01. We need to reset the tile map to be tile map layer 2. For some reason, that's not there anymore. Run this. Okay, so now we have to look at what else we got. So we do in the background. That's right. So, like, originally on this journey, I redid the foreground. I mean, I've just been doing artwork. Gotta break it. How else do you fix it? It's true. I've just been, like, working on the artwork for, like, the last couple of weeks. And it's like, I did work on the background, and then for some reason I was like, everything's too gray. I want it to look different. And so I started drawing, like, these different foregrounds. I drew this one and I drew one other. But I ended up deciding that it was too yellow. This one here. It's not bad, but it's just not, it's not appropriate, I don't think. And there's also, like, a discolored one. Maybe we can put this somewhere else. Maybe there's, like, the old facility. Like, this one's all new and high tech and it's in the future, right? But as we progress downwards, we get to the archives, or, like, to the older area, and the floors look like this because it's, like, old. Maybe that's an idea. The greebles all look like this. They're just, like, dark squares. They're not as, like, detailed as these ones. Okay, so The background is what we were working on. Now, I think the foreground is a massive upgrade from what we had. And the background kind of is going to let us down. Like, it just doesn't look as good anymore. The beige tile map looks good. Thank you. Yeah, I don't know where we'll find a use for it. I feel like this fits better in for the aesthetic I'm going for this. But I do want to use this. Because it's like got like little screws in the corner and stuff. Like, we can find a way to put it to good use. But for now, you're going for like biomes? Yeah, I mean, it won't be biomes. It'll be like different areas. So you're going to have like the first level, I guess, for lack of a better word, the first area, separate sector of the facility, different sections. Yes. So I'm thinking there's going to be like the first area, which you're going to be fighting robots and like the security drone, because you are like at the entrance. And in the game, you know, there's been a massive experiment disaster. Like someone's had a big experiment accident. You know, it could potentially lead to the end of the world. You're being sent there to fix it. And the security system of the facility has reacted by saying, we have to kill every form of biological life. That's just how it's gone, because it's AI. Different enemies in different areas, different interior. Exactly. And so this first area is just going to be you trying to shut down the AI up here. And once you beat that, you'll get your dash ability, and you'll go to the next area, which will be, I think it's going to be like science research, where we're going to fight the face guy. Brutox the Vein, which is literally right now a face. If I can turn off the navigation layer, it's going to be a human head eventually. And the lore for that guy is going to be like the cycle. The lore for this guy is going to be like he was trying to create like the drug for immortality, but instead he just turned into a giant floating head. Somehow that's the consequence of his experimentation. And you have to kill him in order to, get to the next zone or whatever. I don't know. His is quite a difficult boss fight. I don't know if it's broken. Transformation into Andros. True, Andros does that. I actually think this boss might be broken right now. I haven't looked at it in months. Because I think I changed the way that it calculates. It's not even moving. Yeah, it's super broken. You just shoot it. Oh, I missed my jump. I think when I destroy, what happens is it gets its tails. Yeah, when I take damage, look at that. The boss is mocking you, man. Yeah, for real. So yeah, there's a bunch of stuff that's broken here. It doesn't have angle is null because what? Laser hitbox. Invalid access to global position. So either it doesn't have the target or the hitbox. The target is null. It doesn't have a target, which is why it didn't activate. So yeah, there's problems here. But that's because I changed the structure of the game after I made it. But I will fix it at some point. He's not a high priority right now. I'm trying to make the game look good so that I can start marketing it. But yeah. But that requires me overhauling some art. So we'll be doing that. Yeah, it's crazy, like the progression, because now I look at this, the floor, and I look at the save station, which I drew literally before this, and I'm like, oh man, it doesn't look as good. But then I spent a lot of time on that, so I kind of want to keep it. Like this, maybe I can just update the actual background, because like I keep the tubes, because that was a lot of animation work, but I'll just change these like stations here to make them like fit in with this kind of stuff, because this looks so much better. Like just learning how to draw these and then like apply that. Nothing wrong with touching up the sprite itself without altering the overall shape. Exactly. Also like knowing that I can, the way that's set up, it's like as long as I'm not touching this bit here, which is where all the animation takes place, I should be good. Like if I actually open up the sprite, like we've got it all separated out into layers. And pretty much this never changes. So we can just like, so yeah, so on a separate layer, I'm pretty sure it's like the same the entire time. Like it literally never changes. Every single frame, it's the same thing. So I can just change that. And then the base as well. I don't think that changes much as well. I don't know why they're even separate. I think it's what happened was I decided to... 2 of my messages have been filtered. I've got top chat turned on. Sorry, my bad. Well, I just missed stuff. Is bosses mocking you? Are you doing a full on Steam or itch? I think I'll do both. What I'm toying with right now is doing like a beta demo released just on itch, just to see, so I can get feedback before I go live on Steam. So like get something out there so I can start to get feedback on the feeling of the game, because I'm really interested in that aspect of it, but also the other side of it, which is Steam relies, I think, more on presentation. Like the game has to look good, and it's going to take more time to get to that point. So, you know, work on, like, get the itch thing out so I can get some feedback on just like the way the game feels, and also like just on what people like and don't like, you know. And also like, yeah, just making more content and stuff around that so that I can get feedback. Like someone pointed out, like this has line art, but that doesn't, so I should change it. And they're 100% right. Just add jiggle physics and you say, hell yeah. How do you do jiggle physics? Oh, you can actually, you can probably do it in pixel art. I think you can, there's some rigging tools that you can get. I do want to have like a female, like a scientist lady that's helping you out kind of thing. Like she shows up on comms, tells you what to do. Like just make her like super, like weirdly hot for a pixel art game. There's a couple of games on Twitter that I've seen like that. And it's like, I see what you're doing. Hey, listen, if it sells, it sells. Anyway, so yeah, we're gonna look at... Oh man, there's so much to do now. So we fixed that problem. We got backgrounds. We've got like cage. Like how do we draw this cage and make it look good? I think we could do lasers. Like the place looks techie enough to do laser. Actually made a laser. I don't know if I got it. So debug errors. Oh, that's from before. Do I have the laser? Laser barrier? I've got the sprite. I don't know if I've set it up. Does it look good in this scene? It's not bad, honestly. Can we just put this in the encounter? Let's just see if we can set this up to see if it fits. I drew this way before, so it might not necessarily fit the aesthetic. But we can... Are your agents using body 2D or character 2D? Character 2D for most of them. So the big drone, like, yeah, this is a character 2D just because it's easier to move stuff. Like you could, because we know that the enemies are in a confined space, so they mostly take up the same amount of space. Like theoretically, you could have it just be like a body 2D and you could animate its positions. But like, say for Brutus, as an example, Brutus literally just flies around randomly. Like he'll just go, like when he's meant to be working, he just goes like around in circles. Like he flies randomly, and then when you actually destroy one of his body parts, he'll fly in a circle. That's not intentional. I coded the movement and it just so happened to be that way, and then I decided to leave it that way. It's not what I was going for, actually. I think I wanted it to go like zigzag up and down, but I was doing it via code, and it ended up just being like circle, and I was like, oh, good enough. You just have to jump over it every time. Like he's flying around, and I might add some like voice lines or something. I don't know about voice acting in this game. I don't know if it really fits in, but like him being really mad that you destroyed one of his pieces of his body, because he's like, even though, what about a small bot that has a giant laser head that knocks back when you fired? Can't remember if you can do that with character body. Oh yeah, I mean, it's hard. You can, I mean, most of my stuff is like hand animated, so like it's all frame drawn, but like you could do like a programmatical thing. What I would do is like put it on a pivot. You could rig it up for sure. There should be an attack where he ping pongs the room like diagonally. Yes, that's kind of what I was trying to do, but it ended up just going around in circles. And I was like, actually, it's not bad because you have to jump over him when he comes around. And he goes faster every single time you destroy a part. So this guy doesn't have any phases. He just has like, once you destroy a piece of his tail, he'll start moving faster and attacking more rapidly. Yeah, the jump rope attack, essentially, that's it. It's also a good opportunity to heal because you can heal in the air. So you jump up, press the heal button, and then it'll be like 2 seconds or however long it takes to heal. It's the same as the Silk Song at the moment. I actually had it differently, but I decided to go back to that. Or back? I just decided to make it that. But yeah, let's have a look at this, see if it looks... I think this looks alright. Let me... Physics body 2D is what you normally use for non-static characters. Yeah, so like when an enemy dies, it turns into a rigid body. And it'll fly away or whatever and bounce around and stuff like that. Where is it? Laser barrier. Here it is. How many frames is this? It's like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 across and 3 tall. Rigid, I meant. I haven't used Godot in a while. Traitor. So if we put it right there, so the positioning's pretty good. I think I like mapped this out. And then if I add like an animation player, I'm just sort of doing this hard coded at the moment just to see how it looks. I put a T in that. That's funny. Just joined. I think the top cap or the top vat would look nice. I think a top cap on the vat would look nice, like over here. This thing over here. Put like a little thing on it. I don't know what though. I need to work out the number of frames. Like 0.1 normally is what I go for. It's a leaf. Yeah. What do you reckon then? Like a little... I could put like an antenna on it. Oh, it disappeared. Oh, I suppose there would be like a new one. Also again. So that's like the loop, right? 0.5 seconds. Honestly, what's a laster? It's me being able to spell. Also, this is supposed to say idle, but I wrote isle. Isle. It's not even the right spelling for that. It's not bad. Then into that. Like, I think we can use it. Maybe I would change like the actual bases, like the color of them. The isle animation, good times, yeah. It's because I'm on island time. Because I'm an island boy, but not like that. So how do I integrate this? Got a left and right door. So let's have a look at the boss encounter. Technically, everywhere is an island. So how this is set up right now is just like that. But we can change these if anything we wanted. So trying to make, yeah, I can't remember the exact words of that song. Some islands are bigger than others, true. Technically, I am from an island, even if you like break it down to be like, oh, Australia is too big, it's not an island. Well, I'm not from there, so I'm from Tassie. Well, which is from Australia, but it's an island off the coast of Australia. I don't live there anymore though. Let's change these. I reckon just swap the entire thing over, and if we want something different for a particular level, we can make it unique. Because the red's just no good. An island is a piece of land that's completely surrounded by water and is smaller than a continent. Okay. I was born in a very big island, but now I live on a much smaller island. Nice. I love a good island. I was thinking about it the other day. I was like, I don't really understand the concept of not living near water, because it's just like where I've always lived near water, if that makes sense. What is going on here? Oh, the frames are really small. I was born inside an island. Oh my god, I cannot type today. Blaster, laser. Oh my god. They have scale attached to them. What did we say? 3 and 6. Woke up early, stumbled across this channel. I shall sub. Thank you, sir. Slice of Action Gaming. I appreciate it. Don't forget to like and subscribe, guys. This is a rare YouTube-only stream. So there's that. Other way around, 6 and 3. Thank you. I was like, oh, that looks a bit odd. And now, because of the way they are, I guess... Oh, why 100? Where's 0? It's up there. Is that right? Should we not... I'm not too sure about that. The good side stream? Yeah, the good side stream, yeah. Interesting. Interesting. I guess... Technically... I'm going to have to... Oh, I mean, I've only got 3 bosses so far already. Like, if I was going to redo this, since we're revisiting this scene, I think the camera anchor should sit up. How big this is... not the zoom amount, but like... This should sit along the 0 line, basically. So that when I place this, these are going to be like closer to the center of the... Like this should just be sitting at 0, 0. So I can just line it up. I don't know why they're not by default. I guess they have some white space below them. So we're going to -16. Because we're no longer going to animate them anyway. So like, yeah. Should be right. Change this to laser barrier. Let's set up... I do 6 and 3. And reset the scale, and then 16. So they sit along the 0 line. Okay. And so now, instead of animating the position of the doors, we will actually just play animations for these. And we will also set the left and right door to be colliding. So we can just activate the collision shapes to be disabled. Or actually to not be disabled. I'll just click that, create a reset. Actually, don't create a reset. That was a bad idea. Whoops. They should be disabled by default. Go to the reset and just delete that. In fact, make it the opposite. So that when we start the game, they're always going to be not. Key that. So we got disabled for that. Easy. Okay. So at the start then, rather than... So then they're activated and you can no longer leave the scene. Okay. And then, yeah, we're just going to need... All you have to do, like, when you actually start a scene is just adjust the size to be whatever the opening is so that you can't get out. And also, like, replace the... You know what? I want to see you make a guillotine door for the boss area. That'd be funny. If you stand too close to it, you die. What we should do is we should add a script to the sprite to play its own animation to make this simpler. Because, like, there's going to be a situation where I want a different sprite, right? Like, I don't necessarily always want to have these lasers for the different areas. Maybe I want different things. Like maybe in the ice area where we're going to have the walrus boss, we're going to have like a big chunk of ice fall down, or something like when the walrus comes out of the water, like the door caves in or something like that. You know, there's going to be different things. So I probably want to have a script or and a separate animation for activating those. Like Star Wars does. Oh yeah, the ups and downs. Yeah, I think I should make those just for like the, for like all the doors in the facility, right? Like I feel like that would fit this. Like have like a 2-tile high door that goes up and down and just shoots up and down. It wouldn't even really be that hard. Be new. It'll be 32 by 16 by 32. Or do we just do 32 by 32? And then we steal the colors. Actually, can we make this canvas size bigger so that I can like paste in some of the stuff so I can see what it looks like? Damn, I made that really long. What the hell did I do? Oh, I added a 1 to 8. Let's view the grid. Wait. Now it's not going to pivot around the right spot. Go back there. So say this is like your regular. The OCD in me is like, oh, we need to have like technically a corner block, which would be like curving upwards. I don't even know which one that is. Am I so dumb? Is it not? What the hell? What would that be? Am I an idiot or something? Like, what tile is that? It's just, oh, it's one of the corner generator blocks, I think. Yeah, I'm up early on my day off, waiting for my Z890 motherboard to come in the mail. Nice, dude. I picked up a new Intel 270K plus GPU yesterday, and I plan on upgrading it. The battle station. Congratulations. I know how hard it is these days to like upgrade computers and how expensive they've become. So good work, dude. It's this, isn't it? There we go. Okay, so now we've recreated what it looks like. I drew this on the wrong layer. Just create a new layer. Okay, so we walk up to the door. Our guy is like yay tall. Let's import our guy. Import sprite sheet. Open recent. The curse of wrong layer strikes again. I know, it's so annoying. Resources. Don't forget to make some panel if you want to make the doors lock again. Yeah, it's gonna be, yeah, you need like a couple of different sprites, right? Hero sprites, run left. Actually, there's like the idol. There's dancing, Christmas one. I guess, yeah, let's just put the running one there. So here's our guy, he's coming along. Okay, so it really just needs to be 2 tiles tall. Green, red. Wait, what? I wanted a better platform for my RTX for 5070 for Blender. Been learning 3D modeling and Fusion 360 for 3D printing. Nice, dude. Yeah, Blender's awesome. I took a whole thing. I did a whole bunch of tutorials on Blender back when I first wanted to get into game dev. And turns out I'm not that good at it, but it was still fun to learn. So can we just like merge down? And then just flip this. That is us approaching. I think I want to have it like, if I do something like this. Do you like my way of like filling in the area just by like, yeah. That works. So he's running. If I think like you have it sort of occupy all of this space here. So you like, I probably make it like a darker color, right? So it stands out. But it needs to like blend into the floor. Maybe we just start with something. That's how thick it would be, I think. I don't know if I'm going to keep these colors. I'm just trying to block out like, in fact, I might just make it black. That's sort of it there. It would cover that space. Technically, it's going to cover all of it, but so I guess it goes all the way back. And do we have some part above it as well that blends in with the corner? I mean, not necessarily, no, because it's not always going to necessarily go with the corner. Maybe we can add something on, but it's just going to be those 2 spaces. Let's bring that back to grid. Right, okay, so I'm 1 pixel too tall here. Just make it 2 pixels tall, you know? Make it easier. And too low, too. Interesting, okay. I suppose we could offset it. I don't know. I would kind of want it to run into the floor, but I guess you could do it here like this. And then maybe we would have like a thing here. What do the ones in Star Wars look like? I need like to study. How did you break your game? Make it 4 high? Really? You reckon? I broke it by deleting the tile map. And it really hated that. It was like 20,000, 30,000 errors or something like that. Make it 4 high would be, I should do 2 basically. Because all the current doors in the game are too high, but like It's only like the collision shape's only one thing. I probably need to do some work on those, but like, yeah, this would be the door for one place here. And so it's only 2, but like, yeah, I think bigger doors could be possible. The character's very small though. He's only 20 pixels tall. Like when you take out the white space, it's technically a 32 by 32 sprite size. I mean, the top and the bottom is a ceiling. Oh, right. So yeah, I guess like, yes, that's not a bad idea, but then I need to consider whether or not the corner is flowing. I need to make a couple of different versions, right? Like, cause yeah, you probably do want to like occupy the space. But if it's one that's going like, if the flow of the tile map is this way and this way, maybe you want it to do different things. But if the door is just going straight up, then you're going to want to draw it differently. Or if there's nothing here, you know what I mean? Like if there's just nothing there. Well, I don't think that would ever be a possibility, but like you could account for that, maybe. Anyway. Click. So, yeah, we need to look at what Star Wars. Death Star door? Oh, they're so much cooler. This is like a... What is that? Like a 3D print? Or something like that? Oh, it sticks out. Maybe I should do the same. But how do we translate that into a 2D? Because like you can't really display... You could put lights... Oh, you know what? So like, yeah, you probably have the lights further on the side. Is that what they look like? Oh, they have circles too. And, oh, we have like a... I think you have the plain door in the middle, 2 cells that slide up and down and disappearing into the door slot. Yeah. So basically you split it, here. And it opens up. Actually, we'll go all the way back to here for the door, and then we'll do something here for like the artistry. How are we going to do that? So the color of the door is really the question. This is the palette that I've been working with at the moment. Okay. Oh, we haven't built it in yet. I guess we do that and then... Blue doesn't really work here. Dark grey is probably too samey. Maybe? I don't know. Or maybe do we follow the grey color like for one of these? And then blend it in with the top and bottom somehow, like if it's going to be the tile set. And then basically on the sides here we can do like a red and a... Well, I'm still... Do like a... You know, like a little thingo here. I don't know. I don't have a lot of pixels to work with. Not hard. But yeah. I should probably fill in the back. Yeah, what if we use this color here? I'm just thinking if it's like, we're going to have to make a different door for every single tile map. Probably multiples. And we wrap this around to here. And then for the front, we'll do the same. Just blend it. And then we can actually just steal those colors here. Unsure if I'm describing it right, but cool animation for the door opening is like a stair step effect where the part doesn't So the characters start opening from the center first and then pixel behind. What about on the darkened hallway on the other side of the door for immersion? Darkened saw on the other side of the door. You mean like when it opens up, it's going to be dark, right? Actually, no. We'll take these 3 pixels here so it connects. And I guess we'll just take the same color for the darkened bits. We need 2 lines here if we're going to go with outline art. And then technically we do probably need to have some shading here. But it opens from the center like you have it, but in layers. Oh yeah, I know what you mean. Wait, yeah, we need to like put some texture here. Like, what if it opened up? So let's just create a new layer. And we also need frames, right? Just do 4 frames to begin with. So like, let's say on the second frame, we get to like take this and we move it up. And we take this and we move it down. And then there's something else underneath it. I did 2 there. And then below this will be below. There's like another thing. Probably going to need to get some darker lines. Let's just do it with black for now. That we can see. Go full top to bottom so we don't have to draw it once. Actually, how far forward can we go? And have this one at the same time. Sort of start to open backwards, if that makes sense. Or do you reckon it should just like go up? Like there's a barrier door and there's just one below it that just goes like up as well. Because I was thinking like we could have one open inwards, but I don't think that's going to translate very well to like 5 pixels. Now that I look at it. Each pixel is a layer of the door. Oh. Ooh. What layer am I drawing on? Layer 6. So then on the second, so you basically have this. You go second, and then on the third one, we'll duplicate this frame. Delete these ones. So on the third one, on layer 4, we go down 2 more. Not that wrong button. 2. Then up 2. 1, 2. Well, that's too many. And then on the lower layer, we go like this. Or like just 1 pixel maybe. So it's like... And then you could have something below that if you want. Maybe have it lag behind a little bit more. I'm just blocking this out with like basic colors. Check Discord. Oh, you sent me a message. Thank you. I love it. Join the Discord. You can send me pictures like this. Up and down and left and right. So you were thinking the same. Like, it's like a crisscross. Easy to do on a flat plane. So it's like, you have two sections, right? You got a square here, got a square here, and then on the inside, you've got ones that come up the middle, right? And basically these ones go down and up, and these ones go like open this way, right? Is that what I'm thinking? It's our friendship anniversary. That's awesome. 2 years. Didn't know you've been in. Time flies, man. Something like this? Is that what you mean? In that case, it would be like, let's create a new layer so that we don't lose our progress on this one. Ooh, we'll turn the entire thing black. I should probably use different colors when I'm blocking. Black's kind of hard to read. I'm going to switch to like blue. So we're just blocking the animation, right? And we'll do like an outline so we can see where it starts and ends. So this is the lower door. Right. And then for the upper door, we'll bring that back. I'm going to change its color. I might just duplicate the layer. In fact, actually, I'll just hide that. Bring this back. Just call it block 1. And then I'll create a new layer. You're in now? Nice, dude. You can spam me with ideas. Welcome. Thank you for joining. I appreciate it. You can see my disastrous start to the stream when I logged on and I got this fun little error that said the version of AMD that you have launched is not compatible with your currently installed AMD graphics driver. Puppy that was, welcome. Puppy twas? Is that a new user? Are you normally on Twitch? I don't know. If hypothetically I wanted to show off the door sprite sheet for my game, where would that go? In promote yourself. There's also art and stuff as well. I'm not super fussy. It's not a very busy Discord. You can kind of just do whatever. There's no moderation except for me. So, you know. It's a very relaxed Discord in that regards. Just don't be weird. Just be normal. That should be the rules. I should update the rules to just say, just be normal. I guess you have to be kind of more specific. But anyway, let's go to block 2. And make this one red. There we go, art and stuff. Ooh, 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 ooh. Let's go have a look. You want me to show on stream? Oh, that looks cool. Okay, so these are like... Dude, what do you do here? Oh, see, I see. Look at that. It like opens... Oh, it's like, is it like fluid? It kind of looks like very fluidic. That's cool, dude. Is this top down? It's slime-like. Yeah, clocked it. Side scrolling. Okay, yep. Oh, it looks nice, dude. Maybe I should... Oh, well, I'm going for sci-fi aesthetic. It's not really gonna... But yes. Okay, so this one is gonna be square like this. Okay, and then we'll fill with the darker red. We have variants for 4 different weapon requirements, the locked version at the bottom and the magic shape. Oh, right. So the different shapes correspond to like the different kind of weapon you need to use to open it. That's cool. Kind of Metroid, right? Like where you need missiles and stuff. Okay, so here we go. We've got the block. Block 2, block 1. Layer them up. And now we've got this. We can actually start. So the block 1 goes up. So we go 2 frames, 2 pixels up. I kind of drew block 2 kind of wrong, right? Like if block 1 is meant to be side opening, then it really shouldn't look like this. It should be like... There should be a split down the middle, right? Something like this. So that's the problem with like 2D sometimes. I'm like, okay, well, but how does that look? Do you have like a line here? Because it's not, even in an orthographic, there would be like a darker side, right? So how you convey the shape is by having like, that's one side, and then maybe you have it split with like a color here so you can tell that there's a line. Button. Because the angle is like this. You can kind of tell where it starts to get darker. But this one, we can just go up. So we go up. Up 2. These need to be even. And the other 2 need to be like a different rate because one's closer to the camera technically. 2, 2 here. And then block 2, hide that so I can do these ones. So if we do 3, give me that highlighter color. And this is like 1. Or do we let that hang for like an extra frame? We move that there and we go like this. What did I do? Block 2. I moved the wrong one. I should move this one here. Right, and then this one here. We go another 2 frames. 2 frames. 2 pixels. We might need some more frames. And this one, I think maybe 3 was a bit too aggressive because we're going to run out. I'm not having a good time selecting the right thing. We get that, and then this one just moves 1. I did the wrong thing again. This needs to... Fuck. I'm an idiot. Slow it down. Just undo. And can I like hide all this shit? It's pissing me off. Can't. Namaste, namaste, yeah. Trying to get like frustrated by like pixels. You know what I need to do? Actually, if I zoom in, I'll be able to tell which is which. Delete this. Is that like, is anyone else get like annoyed by that when you, I reckon we should do like a few more, like we should speed it up as it goes towards the end, like go 2. And then this one here. That looks pretty cool. Is this the last frame? Is 5 frames enough, you reckon? It's gonna happen really quick. What about the dust that is affected by this quick motion? Oh, don't even start. It's a very clean facility. It's a scientific research lab. There's no dust. Yeah, we essentially just moved that. It's like this. Is the tweening right on that? Should it start slow and then go fast, or should it start fast and then go slow? Basically just end up with one line now. Linear? It's not linear. It speeds up towards the end. Kind of annoys me to see the tile map behind it. I suppose it's actually going to be like this color. Dupe frames 2 for delay. Oh, that's a good point. What does that look like though? Maybe it's alright. We'll do that. We'll worry about that inside of Godot. We can control extra frames and stuff like that. Because you're gonna want this to be quick because the doors don't like it actually, yeah, it does need to be quick, and we probably need like an area 3D so that when the character gets this close, you open the door. Because right now there's no like locked doors. You just walk through them. And I want to keep it that way. I don't want to make it so you have to shoot. Edit frame 2 to 1 pixel open. Good idea. Nice and smooth now. Is there a way you can play this like once and then stop? Apparently not. Frame properties, maybe? I don't know. Thumbnails oversized to fit opacity loop through tag frames. Current layout only. Yeah, how do you play it once? I don't actually know. You can change the position. It's fine. I think we just need to make it look good. And how do you play it backwards? With the arrow keys. I think it's fine. We won't need to play it backwards. There's not going to be enough time. The screen will just fade to black. Oh, but you know what? If you walk away, so yeah, so like I was saying before, you're going to need to have an area 3D to detect the player's presence and open the door in advance so that they can actually walk through, because there's nothing to stop you from walking through. You don't have to shoot the door or anything. So, yeah, what we'll do is we'll have to just play backwards. I think that's fine. Should have done like a corkscrew draw. Corkscrew draw. Oh my god, I can't talk. Corkscrew door. And then like the Stargate kind of thing. Like just like opens up like that. That'd be pretty cool. That's something to try. Probably not today because that would be too hard. What is OBS? Okay. Wait, what's the time? Oh, it's 9 o'clock. Wait, what? Is that the actual time? Damn, I did start late. Yeah, because I had technical difficulties. I was like, what the hell? What's going on? It's 9 o'clock already? Okay. All right, so, but how does this look? That is really the tough question. So I got to look at like some of how I do some of this stuff. Like I need to study. I'm still learning pixel art and getting better at it. Like I studied a lot of other pixel art to figure out how to do this shading and stuff and get like the depth, like this illusion of depth, like putting a lighter pixel underneath a square to make it look like it's going inwards. Did you say what the hell? It's very nice, dude. Thank you. Like I had to study. So, but I still like, I forget. I'm like, oh, how do I make it look like there's something inside of something else? Like, and also like, how do I want this to look? I imagine it's pretty flat. Like, what if we gave it like a little symbol? I don't really have anything right now. But what if there was like a little symbol here on the front, like a triangle or something like this? I don't have many pixels. That's the challenging bit. You know, the problem is I get annoyed with like the idea of depth. There's like, because that's like facing the camera and it shouldn't really be like dedicated time to improve it. Thank you. It's taken time. It's taken time. A lot of just looking at other sprite work and being like, how does this look? How can I get that? I don't know if I'll ever like be good, but like maybe some sort of arrow. We could do like, and the other thing is color. Like, how do we make it stand out from the rest of the tile map? Like, we want it to look like it's a part of the scene, but like not entirely. We probably need like a black along the top to give it like a border of separation and also give it somewhere to go, because it needs to like go inside something, right? Like right now it's just, obviously it's just colors because we're trying to work out the movement, but like realistically we probably want to have this shown to be going inside of something else. So like I think probably at the very least we have like a black border around this. I think I'm gonna do like a new layer and then I can just outer door. We'll hide everything else so that I don't get distracted. We keep that though. There probably does need to be something here. just to show that it's going into something. I don't know if you have something like that. And then, yeah, we need like a solid separation. There's a darker shade of gray. I think it's this that I'm using. That's not a part of the palette. This is a part of the palette. No, it's not a part of the palette. Let's add it. But also, like, that doesn't fit, right? Not unless you have like a firm border here. Like this. So that would be the main section. We just duplicate this. I have an idea. If we're shooting the doors to open, you could make an animation of the doors lighting up, charging color. I don't know about shooting doors to make them open. I'm actually not 100% sold on the idea. I don't know why I don't just mirror this later on. And then realistically, like that would just be the entire door. Right? Like that's the door. At its most basic. I think you do like a line down here. It doesn't really give it depth per se. I think maybe there needs to be something along the bottom. So far, like everything's been pretty flat. And also, how do we differentiate the bottom door from the top door? That is going to be the other thing that I'm sort of thinking about right now. What if we did like a gradient? Do you think that would work? Like here, we have like the two lighter colors and then the darker color, and then we did like a gradient. Not that kind of gradient. That we need dithering because it's pixel art. I don't know about that. I mean, you definitely can tell it's a door, but it's not. It feels too weird. It doesn't fit. I mean, maybe for the bottom one, it could be like Jaws. Have it like open up. What if we just do a panel? Kind of like, not that, like this. Or like even these like 3 squares. Something like that could work. Or does it feel too, the other question I have is like, is it going to feel too like kind of heavy? Like it's not a prison. Why would you design your door like that if you were like a, doesn't even fit. You know what I mean? Like it just, that's not, also it kind of looks like a face. Oh, I don't think that works. How many pixels is this? This width feels weird. Jaws is an interesting, maybe do horizontal jaws instead of vertical. Yeah, for the other layer, we could do that maybe. I think that's not a bad idea. 30 by 46. This is strange. Very crude, but I posted the idea about layered door and how it opens in Discord and all that stuff. No, it's okay. Have a look. Oh. So is it like it's pointing outwards and each one like goes back like 1 pixel? Like if this is a pixel, it like sort of shrinks. Pretty scuffed. No, I get it. Though I think you need that kind of stuff like when you're communicating an idea like this. Like we got some space down here. Like if it's like a door that sticks out, probably not that many pixels, right? We don't want to take up too much space. Let me just like... that. Whoops. The color in the back. Oh, I've not got the right amount of pixels. And then... Still too many? Okay, that's better. Right, but reversed. So the side closest to the character would be opening first. That image, but... so the character is coming from this direction? Sorry, that's a really bad arrow. Do control to do angled lines. Oh, cool. Thank you. Or is the player approaching from this direction? I think you mean this direction, right? Also, this angle is pretty good, by the way. Because it definitely gives the feeling of depth, like there's more to the door on this side. If it's circular. But if the character was moving left, the side closest to the character would be the side open. So if the character is over here. Oh, okay. I did not mean to do that. And he's moving left. Yes, exactly. Okay, cool. My bad. I had it right. Yeah. In your version of the screen, he'd be on the left side. Okay, so here. And then yeah, we do like a same pixel open thing here. Let's do the same thing. Let's block this out. Yo, just woke up. What's going on? Everything's broken? Like a 10-layered door. Okay. Oh, so is each like pixel a layer? Making doors. Yeah, we are. Yeah, okay, I see what you mean. Oh, damn, that was bad. So if we just go through, I'm going to do this in red. You can use to make things easier. Yes, exactly. And basically we can step through these, right? Because they're shorter lengths. This is a cool idea. Thank you for this. Sorry for my rainbow. I do this at work too, and I am drawing both sides, even though someone said use symmetry. I'm an idiot like that. So we got our rainbow with one color that's out of place, but whatever. And then, so this should just be like on a new layer. So we do 2 pixels. And then, actually this is the first frame, so we're not doing that at all. We do one more. And then we do this down and down. Do 2. Go in doubles. And then this goes 2 more. And this goes 2. And then 2 more. 1, 2. 2. 1, 2. 1, 2. Like so. Zoop. Pretty cool. Hard to describe, but we got it. Yeah, I think you did a good job of describing it. Don't worry. There's an onion skin option in the Z square button besides the sliders. Yeah, that. Or do you think I should draw it by hand? I don't know why I'm doing it this way. I feel like sometimes when I get on stream, I just do things so strange. Or you know what? Like I would do this anyway, but I'd be like watching some random anime or something like that. So I wouldn't be so bothered by the fact that I'm doing it inefficiently. I'm not like an efficient person by any stretches of the imagination. Maybe it's so frame 2 is the other 3. Yeah, it could probably go faster. For sure. Okay, so let's work this out. So if it's 7 frames, and this is like sort of open by that point, so it's just 1 pixel. Okay, now we might actually have to start drawing things. So if we just say like, okay, it's at 7 frames, it's done. So we take like 1 pixel of each of these colors, even though it won't be like colored. How do we get to that? Oh my God. So the displacement in each frame increases. I get it. So yeah, let's just like map this out. I'm so bad. I don't know why. Maybe it's because they're squares. I want to do like a Excel spreadsheet and just like press equals this color. Why is that not a thing? Equals this color. It's not even the final colors. I'm doing like a block out with the rainbow. Oh my God. Can't even choose the right color. What am I doing? Okay. And so we're fully open at this point. We work back from here. So even if this is frame 1, then maybe we do 1 for this. And then welcome back. Lemon hair, it's okay. And then this goes, it's gonna, there'd probably be a mathematical way of working this out. Do like 3. Oh, you know what I should do? I keep them in line. See how this is like 1 pixel? This is 1 pixel still. And this will do 2 pixels. Like this. Where's my onions? Because I've gone further. Count the number of frames correctly. This one's like so much further. The space between these two was 2? 2. Sweet. I'm going to draw them all the way to the ground as well, I think. Or did you think I should make it like cylindrical still? We're only on frame 4. Oh, you know what? I stopped like opening up others. I should really be doing more than that. Here we do 2. Hey, wait, this isn't correct. This one went down. This is a gap of 3, and this is only a gap of... Okay. Like, I think that's a pretty big jump, so that's okay. Go with 3. Actually, that's a pretty big gap. 2. They're not in a perfect step line. Why can't I... What? Like I selected the wrong layer. At this point, I should probably just replace this. Also, I haven't been doing everything. See how this doesn't move? It's 5. I have 2 more frames. So if we're on 5, then 6 needs to be this, and then 7 needs to be that. What's the effect we're going for? It's going to be like an opening. It's imagine like Jaws. You'll see in a second. So this needs to be 3 pixels off the ground. Because it's the front anyway, so 1, 2, 3. These are all always 2 apart. Yep. It's a study. We are studying the effect of the effectiveness. I'm just saying words at this point. And so this is 2. I mean, this might as well be 2 too at this point. The rest went forward. Is it going to be too much of a jump? No, I delete. Oh, yeah, that's fine. I guess you kind of have to when you have limited frames. So what's the channel about? We're making games. Right now, I'm just drawing. Because we're trying to make doors. We got a door over here, which is pretty cool. It has no... This is the block out. So it's like this. It's going to open with 2. I think I'll keep that for sure. It's good to have a variety of doors anyway. So we've got the 2 opening, and now we're doing like a corkscrew based making games, yeah. And this is a bit in shambles actually by this frame. Too much for me to keep track of. I should really just focus on symmetry like that other person said. I'm such an idiot. It looked good until here. Oh my god. Bring them all in line. We don't have that many frames left, so we're gonna get moving. They're still all closed on frame 6. Bring this down. Put them there, basically. This does look a bit silly with all the colors, but it's just so I can see what's happening. We'll draw over it later. And then just like erase this. And what we'll do... And the next frame is that. So what we can do, just that one's in sync, that one is in sync, that one is not. So we'll delete all of this, and then we'll just grab this, and we'll grab it, and then no, we need to make sure that we've got a perfect frame. I'm on your YouTube short. Oh, are you? Yeah. Which one was that? The one about my name, right? The name of the game? Well, that didn't flip. We'll come up with a name eventually. Should we do like the colors all the way to the ground? Or was it more like a specific flip easier, shift H, shift V? That's what I pressed, dude. How'd you think I did that so quick? I'm just slow because I can't see the keyboard. I have to look at it because I'm old. Because it feels weird, like these little bits at the end. And that one I specifically didn't. I drew them out. Yeah, I feel like I have to commit to that. So like I either have them go all the way down, or if there's a border, like do you have a border around this thing? Yeah, I think to the ground because the layers of the doors, they've got to go somewhere. Exactly. So yeah, because like either you have like it's a circle kind of thing, you outline it like this. Beep, beep, beep. It doesn't want to play. I don't know. I must have stuffed it up. Is it from this corner? Yeah. Not really, but oh well. Something like this so that it goes into it, you know, early, and the idea is like, you know, it disappears, but that also makes it like way easier for it to animate, right? Because then it's like instantly behind. So that could be an option, and that also gives it a sense of circularness as well. So like if you imagine you're walking towards a circular door and it's like corkscrewing open, but I mean this time it's just like opening like in layers, like but it's a pretty simple idea. I don't mind that. I just got to get the symmetry right. So let's go back to the start. Probably over animated it if that's the case, but you know, it is what it is. And then we just replace this with the colors that we actually like, which would be like those silvery colors that we've got going on. Because this is like visually simpler anyway, because I can do this with a gradient. And then you could put like a crest on this somewhere. So if that's what we've got, and then this starts opening, this, let me just copy this. Can we do like a line copy? No, we can't. If we draw it on a new layer. Press the wrong button. Control V, Shift V. Oh my god. No. Put that on a new layer so it's easier for me to draw in. And it's the same every single frame. Dun, dun, dun. Okay, why can't I see it? What the hell? Oh, I turned it off. Out of door. I just did the wrong one. Classic. Why is this on this layer? What the hell? Oh, no. What did I do? Did I delete it? Okay, it's still here. It's layer 8. New layer? Lock that layer. I'm so bad at... Like I said, I need to zoom in so I can actually see what I'm looking at. Otherwise, I get confused about what layers because I haven't named them because this is just sort of like a rough out. Rough in? Lockout? I don't know what you call it. I've been doing renovations, so I'm calling it rough in. What the hell? Oh, this is out of door as a layer. Whatever, that'll be fine. Something like that. I don't think you have to like this. That I don't know if that works. Like a little step up. But I do think having like the extra pixel in front could work. To give it some sort of grounding. Like it's above and in front of the tile map. Okay, and then this is in every single frame. For sure. And then realistically, like behind this is like the rest of the tile map, right? Let's add a new layer and grab like some tiles. Delete some other stuff. Well, not delete, just hide it. Have a line going through the middle too to show the split in the door or not. Oh, that's a good point too. Probably should. Always with the frames, man. Okay, so now we just have to get this stuff to sort of all line up. Probably do like another layer and just draw over this stuff. What color do we make it? We make it like the lighter color probably. But like there's stuff close to the camera. And then, well, yeah, we'll just do the inverse. I don't know if that works. We do need an outline if we're using the same colors. Well, I'll think about the colors, but right now we'll just use the same. Maybe we just have a completely separate palette. Like use something else. Like maybe this blue would go pretty hard. I just use fewer because it's just going to be easier. And I do think a split in it is easier. See, because these colors blend too much in with the tile map behind it. So you can't really tell that it's a door except for these lines. You just go like, what's the line for? This green doesn't really suit either, but... well, it's blue, but towards green. I guess you could make it like a solid color and do like a line. Like you could do like a line art. Like have a split down the middle. It does kind of look like one of those bags you get from like a beach bag, like one of those old school beach bags now. You guys know what I'm talking about? I don't know if you have them in other places. Like the stripy beach bags. I'm trying to find a picture of it, but it's going to be really hard because I don't know what they're called. Yeah, they're not even really beach bags. They're like, they're made of plastic. And they're like red and blue. You used to see them all the time when I was young. But you don't see them that much anymore. Let's see it. And they were made out of like that, it kind of looks like linen. Ah. This. That's what it looks like to me now. A tote. Is that what they're called? Nylon stripe bag packing storage. Okay, whatever. We used to use them to go to the beach. Grandma had some of those. Exactly. That's what I'm saying. Like, they were always like old people stuff. Like, I don't remember seeing them now as an adult. It's just when I was a kid hanging out with old people. Like your parents look like someone's looking after you. Maybe your grandparents. Anyway, the colors aren't the best. Let's not try to focus on that too much. Okay, now we've sort of like got a better aesthetic down. We can sort of like start. We're going to have to draw in this tile map because here's the thing with the door because it's not like a full door, you know, like we're going to have to like this part of the tile map is going to need to be a part of the sprite so that it's above. And when the player walks in, it looks like they're going underneath it. You know what I mean? So like this section here, we're going to need another layer. It's just going to be like black. Probably not black. Let's just make it the same as this. Like this dark gray. Okay, just draw on that, idiot. As it opens up. But probably it'd be easiest if I just turn that off and just gray this whole thing out. This is, you know, like sometimes you wonder like, why does it take these people like 5 years to make a game? And then you realize that it's like, yeah, I spent 2 days on flipping one tile set. And now I'm probably going to spend a couple of days on making doors. Progress be slow out here, you know? And then fully open. Technically, the ones at the back don't need to open as quickly because they have less distance to travel. Like this one really just needs to move like 1 frame. Same with this actually. 1 pixel, I should say. I could keep saying that today. Now I'm just gonna make it look cool. The ultimate test. I think that's like, it's so hard to like nail the aesthetic. I guess it might be easier for some people. The movement looks cool. I think you had a really good idea. I don't know if it was use slice of action. I can't remember. Wait, go to the thing. Was it someone else? I'm sorry. I don't look at the names. Tyranny. Put me in the mood to doodle a similar door idea. Mind they throw the art. Yeah, hell yeah, dude. It was you. Yes, awesome. Yeah, no, it was a good idea. Yeah, sorry, I was worried. Oh, wait. Okay, like, hell yeah, dude. That looks sick. Wait, did you just post that? 934? Yeah. That's your version? I should probably, like, not dox your Discord name on stream. There you go. Damn it. You did it so much better. It's so much faster. I guess if you've got, like... Or is that, like, not... That looks so good. Man, I'm so bad at this. I'm still learning. It's alright. It's part of the process. You love the progress? Thank you. I made it in a few seconds with AI prompts. Okay, that explains it. I did have a feeling, but I don't ever want to like accuse someone of that when it's not true. You know what I mean? Like, I feel like it's kind of offensive to be like, is that AI to someone that didn't use AI? I don't know. Wait. I drew my band. Ellipsian. Wait, hang on a second. You drew this. Ellipsian, you drew this. Oh, okay. Sorry, I read the chats wrong. There you go. Wait, what the heck? I'm so confused. Who's... Because your names are different. Ellipsian, your name is the same. Ellipsian the Dragon. Ellipsian in Discord. Okay, we can see that. I got this. Slice of Action Gaming. You telling me you used AI for this? Or... No. It was a simple line, yeah. Wait, what the heck? I'm so confused about you. I'm sorry, I got confused about what you're all talking about. I didn't get much sleep last night. I was watching Dota. Does anyone here watch Dota? It was the International. Get off my lawn. I want my doors to be hand-drawn. Painstakingly, pixel by pixel. I really should be using symmetry for this. What is wrong with me? Yeah, what the frick am I doing? Just draw one side and then just flip it. Jesus. Too far. Okay, that's perfect. I wasn't much of a Dota guy. My friends all treat it like an addiction they got rid of. Yeah. Yeah. Where's my Steam library? I just have like a casual 1600 hours. It's actually not that much. I only played it non-stop every day for 2 years. You know? I don't play anymore. It's too hard. I would. I really like those kind of like online games, but it's too much time to be like anything Is that maybe two? Oh, no, because the next one's just empty. I mean, it works. It looks pretty good in the preview. You could also do like a sideways opening door as well through this. You can have multiple layers on this as well. I like this. Store's looking good. Aside from the fact that it looks like a tote bag, yeah. I agree. Happy, happy, happy. It's still not symmetrical here. Can we fix that? Is it not symmetrical on the frame? Is the frame not symmetrical? I'm bad at building doors in real life. I'm bad at building doors in video game. What's up with that? What? It's not symmetrical. The shape of the frame makes me think of Metroid Prime's hexagonal doors. Oh, good point. It does look like those. I'm just removing some stuff so I can see what the hell. Is the outer frame not like symmetrical? Oh, there's an extra pixel there. That's what it is. Really confused there for a second. This is why I should flip it instead of drawing it out by hand. Yeah, now the real problem is like, how do we make it look like cool rather than... I mean, this animation is cool. But the colors are an issue now. It needs to stand out. I also think, low-key, this one should extend... It should extend beyond the tile map. Like, it actually should. Just a little bit, so that it feels like a door, right? This is pretty funny. Wait, what layer am I on? You guys ever watch Randy G? Is it Randy? Randy, he made like a game recently. I don't know if you guys know him. Am I like sick? Am I sick? Anyway, I was just thinking like I remember back in the day, like when he was still working on that Arcana game or whatever it was called. He like just decided to learn pixel art. I think he's actually really good, but like he just, I remember watching the devlogger. It's just like, I'm just gonna learn how to make pixel art. And then he just does it, and it's like, what the hell, man? I don't think I learned that quickly. Maybe because I'm old. I don't know. I don't know. Maybe it's different for different people. The branch manager. My dog is having an Angel. She can't see her on stream because there's not enough room in the office anymore because I've got like all the shit behind me. But she's having an old. You know how like dogs do that thing where they ball up their beds, like they scratch around, going crazy. What? What's the time? I gotta go to sleep, man. I only slept like 4 hours last night. Good enough. I should save this and we'll come back to it tomorrow. And I'm also just thinking, I really have to save my Windows build. I should probably put like something on the front there too. Because don't do that actually. There's a bunch of software on there that I don't have installed on this Linux PC that I'm going to need for this game. Like Reaper just doesn't work as well. Like music is not as good on Linux. I'm sorry, it's just not. Because like everyone makes their VSTs for Windows. What should I put this under? This is in the resources section, so it's a little bit messy. Tile maps, objects. Probably not. Wait, where am I? Yeah, I'm in resources, sprites, tile set, and then under facility, and then like doors, maybe. I said door is an object. It's a good point. What was that? Sprites, objects. Yeah, that's where the save station is. That makes sense. This is not like, you know, like I've got the game and then I've got all the assets, and the assets are in a separate folder, and when they're finalized, I bring them into the game folder. And so this one is like, I mean, the game folder is pretty messy as well. It's better than this. But yeah. So we'll save this. And yeah, we'll call it a night because I've got to go to sleep. Also, like, now that I know how to do like fill-ins, I need to like change all of these. I need to change this tile map as well. I need to think about this. Alrighty guys. That is me. I don't know, do I have like a signing off? I do. I don't have the Patreon or the membership shout outs on this computer. So I apologize for that. I'll try to fix it. I'll try to fix my computer. But thanks for stopping by, guys. I really appreciate it. And I will see you all back on Wednesday night. I'll stream again. Don't forget to like and subscribe.